The early tests, in 40 adults, will look at safety concerns first. In other developments, health officials from around the world examined the Zika threat at a UN meeting. U.S. officials seek to ensure the safety of blood donations and a look at the virus effect on children. The Associated Press, experimental Zika vaccine to begin human testing. An experimental vaccine for the Zika virus is due to begin human testing in coming weeks, after getting the green light from U.S. health officials. Invio Pharmaceuticals said Monday it received clearance from the Food and Drug Administration to begin early-stage safety tests of its DNA-based vaccine against the mosquito-borne virus. That puts the company ahead of researchers at the National Institutes of Health, who have said they expect to begin testing their own DNA-based Zika vaccine by early fall. Peroni, 620. The Washington Post, scientists announce important Zika milestone, first vaccine ready for human trials. Pennsylvania vaccine maker Invio Pharmaceuticals and South Korea's Gene1 Life Sciences said Monday that they had received approval from U.S. regulators to start testing a DNA vaccine, known as GLS 5700, on humans. The early-stage study will include 40 healthy subjects. It is primarily designed to assess the safety of the vaccine but will also measure the immune response generated by the injection. Cha, 620. Stat, experimental Zika vaccine is approved for clinical trials for first time in U.S. Interim results from the trial, which will involve 40 healthy adults, are expected later this year. Testing in mice and monkeys has shown the vaccine triggered what Invio called a robust antibody response. Gary Combinger, whose team at Canada's National Microbiology Laboratory in Winnipeg did the mouse testing, said the Invio team decided late last year to try to develop a Zika vaccine in the shortest time it could. Branswell, 620. The Philadelphia Inquirer, Plymouth meeting firm begins Zika vaccine clinical trials. The tests will be done at 3 U.S. locations, including Philadelphia, and will evaluate safety, tolerability, and immunogenicity of the vaccine against the mosquito-borne virus. Test results from this study are expected this year, said Invio President and CEO Joseph Kim. Lloyd, 621. The Associated Press, experts only beginning to grasp the damage from Zika virus. Even though the explosive spread of the Zika virus has been met with a new level of international response, thanks to lessons learned from the Ebola crisis, experts warn they are only beginning to grasp the damage the mosquito-borne virus can do. Doctors speaking at a UN meeting on global health crises said Monday that the Zika virus has already affected 60 countries on 4 continents, and a major outbreak on the Atlantic Ocean island nation of Cape Verde suggests the disease is now poised to enter continental Africa. Zika has already become epidemic in Latin America and the Caribbean. Astor, 620. Reuters, U.S. to help fund technology to eliminate Zika in blood supply. The U.S. government said on Monday it has agreed to help fund 2 pathogen reduction technologies to help reduce the risk of Zika virus and other infections from being transmitted through the blood supply. 620. NPR, Zika and children, what parents need to know. By now we know that Zika is dangerous for pregnant women and their future babies. The virus can cause devastating birth defects. But what about for infections after babies are born? Or in older children? Is Zika a danger for them? So far, all the evidence suggests probably not. But there are a few caveats. Kov, 620. This is part of the KHN Morning Briefing, a summary of health policy coverage from major news organizations. Sign up for an email to the early tests, in 40 adults, will look at safety concerns first. In other developments, health officials from around the world examined the Zika threat at a UN meeting. U.S. officials seek to ensure the safety of blood donations and a look at the virus effect.